Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Friday to you. So for today's Foundation Friday video, we're going to be testing out the brand new Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. I went to Sephora and grabbed my samples. I've been using this for about 5 days now because you guys know before I do a wear test, I like to thoroughly test out the foundation before I just jump on camera for first impressions. I don't mind doing first impressions. If I do first impressions, I like to do them live, but I like to test these things out. So we have the foundation in the shade, what is it? 80WY. Then I also picked up the concealer in the 70NY. For August, y'all, this is like foundation after foundation launch. So I'm gonna do my best to try out all the new foundations that are coming up. So the majority of the beauty videos for the month of August will probably be foundation related. I hope you guys don't mind. There's a couple that I know for sure that I'm gonna try. Like I'm gonna pick up the new Smashbox Foundation today. No one's talking about that. I don't understand why, but they came out with a new one and it's matte and it's 24 hours. No, it's matte. Not sure if it's 24 hours. I never care about the time. But it's all matte and it is full coverage. And then ABH is coming out with their luminous foundation. And then Fenty is coming out with their hydrating foundation. Definitely getting samples of those because y'all know we're oily. But I like to try things out. And then I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do about the Pat McGrath foundation. But let's go ahead and get into this. Zoom you in. So I'm just going to be using my Makeup Forever flat foundation brush. Y'all know this is my favorite foundation brush of life. If you don't spend money on any other brushes, highly recommend that you do so with this foundation brush because it's bomb. I've had mine for basically a year now. Alright, so as you can see, the shade match here is a really good one. I can't tell you how many pumps I'm using just simply because, you know, I've got a sample. But I think the shade match is perfect. This is 80YW. At first when I went into Ulta and I saw the foundation, like the front display didn't have all the foundations on. So I thought, okay, there's not a shade for me to try, so I can't test out the foundation. But then once I went over to the actual Urban Decay area, they had all the shades and there are a ton of shades in this launch. I feel like you should be able to find a really good shade match for you. As far as the application of this, I was a little, I don't want to say I was underwhelmed, but I was taken aback just simply because I know that it's supposed to be matte. I was watching quite a few reviews and people were saying, oh my gosh, this is so matte, but keep in mind I am oily skin and just upon applying it, I don't really see it as being super matte. I feel like it is more of a natural finish, honestly. It is very watery. I was thinking this is going to be very similar to the Fenty Beauty foundation, the original, the first one, but it is not. It's not like that at all. The only thing that I can say that those two have in common is the fact that they have the same type of consistency. So very watery, but the Fenty foundation dries down matte and it dries down. The Fenty foundation dries down matte. This, to me, in my opinion, does not do so. 100% medium coverage. I don't really necessarily think this is buildable. I feel like whenever I did try to build it up a little bit, it just, once you blend it, it just blends down. So if you're looking for a full coverage, this is not the foundation for you. I will go ahead and put that out there right now. So you guys see what I'm saying about the finish? Like it does have, am I focused? Okay, it does have, I feel, a little bit of that natural kind of glow. Not glowy and dewy and luminous, but it has that natural look. And it is, yeah, it's not super tacky. Now, if you are dry skin, you could probably just go as is and not even said it. I think that if you have dry skin, I don't think this foundation will give you any problems, because in my opinion, like I said, I just don't think this is super matte, but that's just me. Now moving on to the concealer. So I wasn't really gonna buy any more concealers this year, but since I did run out of my other Urban Decay foundation, the All-Nighter, I said, you know what, let me give this a shot. Y'all know I'm a concealer junkie. So the concealers for the shades were interesting. I'm gonna do a separate video for the concealers just simply because I need to compare it to something else. But I ended up getting the shade 70 in Y. There wasn't really like a skin tone shade for me, because you guys know I don't like to go too light up under the eyes. For a lot of the times when I'm not filming, I will typically just put concealer up under my eyes and spot conceal in any areas, but this is not a shade that I could spot conceal with, as you see, because it's lighter, but it's not, you know, in your face payal light. I feel like the shades for the concealer were they were a little bizarre to me. So this is the side that has concealer on, and you guys saw, goes on easily, blends out like a dream. Like I said, don't want to go too into detail with this, just simply because one, I've only worn it twice, and two, like I said, I need to compare it to another concealer. But I did just want to show you guys how the two work together. Okay, so concealer and foundation are on. We're gonna go ahead and set up under the eyes. You guys know I always set with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. And then to stick with the Urban Decay theme, we are going in with the All-Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. As you can see, she is loved. I've had this for a year now, and yeah, I love this powder. And normally I'm kind of afraid of anything that is like a white or beigey tone on my skin complexion, just because, you know, just because some things say translucent, like we know, if you are a person of color, a woman of color, a black girl, you know when something's translucent, it really ain't translucent on us. But this, I think it's because it's more of a beigey kind of tone and not stark white. But I will say, make sure you do go in with a light hand, and this is with any kind of translucent powder, because I know a lot of people will fear about flashback. Even if a powder isn't supposed to give you flashback, if you use too much powder in general, a translucent powder, it's gonna flashback. So just, you know, light hand with it. All right, perfect. So I am just going to finish up the rest of my face, and then we will be right back. Okay, I am back. The face is done. This is what we're looking like. I have on the colored Raine eyeshadow palette on my eyes. This eye look, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. I'm trying something new. Just depending on when this video goes up, it is either already up or it's gonna be up soon, but I use the Safari palette, one of my favorites. I love this. And then for bronzer, the True Spectrum Sculpt, what is it? Yeah, Sculpt Expert in the shade Ebony. So it is currently 9:17 right now. This is what we're looking like. I have a pretty steady day in the salon today, so I will be sure, I'm gonna set an alarm, a timer to check in while I'm at work today. So I will see y'all in a few minutes. All right guys, it is currently 9:33. I need to go out the door, but you know I always like to give you, you know, what things are looking like in the daylight. So far so good. I'll see you in the salon. All right, on break eating, of course, food. This is what we're looking like. No blotting, no nothing. I'll go back up front in a second here so y'all can see the natural light. $3.48. Really quick guys, I do want to let you know that it is extremely hot today. It is, what does it say? We are 89 degrees, but the humidity is 46% humidity. So I'm sweating. I'm actually about to run into Ulta really quick and take a peek at these new ABH foundations. Since we're talking about foundation, listen, I do not have high hopes for the ABH foundation to hold up on my skin. As you can see, the Urban Decay is supposed to be a very, very matte foundation, and I don't think so, but I just like to test it out and see, because I know you guys are curious about it. So yeah, just want to let you know that it is steaming hot today. Whew. Alright, so it is 5:23. We started at what, 8:30? So this has been on for 9 hours now. This is what we're looking like, fam. Yeah, this is the look. I have not done any blotting whatsoever. This is how we're looking. We're gonna end the wear test here because I have to go do my cardio, and there was no way in the world that I was gonna try to put this one through the test through cardio, because as you can see, she gets super, super oily. So let me blot. I haven't done any blotting all day. I'll go ahead and blot. Woo, yes, revive me. Because I was looking like y'all could fry eggs on my face. Jesus, especially my forehead. Ooh. Okay, so after we have blotted, as you can see, it is somewhat revived. It's unfortunate because, oh, my nose started running. So here's where I'm at with this. I don't recommend this for oily skin girls. I don't. I personally don't truly feel like this is a matte foundation. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a satin. Please keep in mind that I am oily. Like, I am oily 365. I live in the South, and I know someone, if you're new to me, you probably think, oh, well, you didn't wear a primer. I never wear primers. I feel like for me, just for me and my personal skin, if you guys have been with me for a minute now, you know my reasonings, but just in case I feel like we have a couple of new people, my face, it doesn't make a difference. I feel like when I do have a primer on and don't, it looks the same. I've tested it out. I'll try to link the video down below if I remember. But I think what we have to remember also with primers, when I say primers, I'm talking more so mattifying primers. Primers are made to help keep your skin matte from getting oily. I think what we failed to realize is it's going on 2020, and foundations these days are automatically built to last. So that is another thought that I have too whenever I see primers. It's like, well, if everyone's coming out with these 12-hour and 24-hour and 36-hour foundations, which I don't think this particular foundation has to claim, I'm just saying the trend that I see, that means that they are already built to last. So why do I need a primer? That's just my 2 cents on it, but I never wear primers. That's just me. You do what's for you. I could not recommend this to any of my oily skin friends, my oily skin gals, my oily skin sisters. I honestly feel like if you have combination or dry skin, now I like to only speak to what I know, but it's just so interesting because all the reviews that I've seen on this, everyone says, oh, this is so matte and I just don't think you would like it if you have dry skin, which is just mind-boggling to me because, I don't know, maybe because I'm just super, super oily and I live in the South. I don't know. Either way, I don't recommend this for oily skin. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this isn't a god-awful worst foundation, because we have to realize is what works for someone may not work for another. But if you were to come to me and say, hey, Amber, I have oily skin, what do you recommend? This is not a foundation that I would recommend, just simply because I've been wearing it for a couple of days now. As you guys saw how I was walking around looking, it wasn't a good thing. I wasn't looking good. You could say, oh, well, you know, you could just blot, and yes, So the other day at work when I did wear this, I did blot, and I found that I was blotting a couple of times throughout the day. So if you're oily and you're like, hey Amber, what's a good foundation for me? I'm gonna say Fenty Beauty foundation is great for oily skin. The MAC Studio Fix Fluid is great for oily skin. The MAC Studio Fix Powder is great for oily skin. Those are powders. Those are just other products that I would recommend for oily skin. Before this, I would never recommend it for oily skin. Again, now I think if you have combination skin, normal skin, you're in the game. It's gonna look good. Again, the formula is watery. It's easy to blend out. It has nice pigmentation. It's only going to give you a medium coverage. Whenever I try to build it up, it's just one of those that doesn't really build. So if you're a full coverage queen, this ain't for you. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. I'm cool with the coverage and how it blends out. For me, it's just that I just looked like pizza grease. Oh my god, I miss pizza so much. I'm on prep, guys. Week 3 of prep. Well, by the time you see this, I'll be going on to week 4. But that's how I feel about it. So let me know down below if you have tried it, if you plan on trying it. Now hold on, because you're probably thinking about the concealer. The concealer, that's another story. I'm going to have a separate video for the concealer, so just hold on for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.